back. It is a nice, beautiful day outside. We're gonna be checking out cylinder 5 in the Supra, see why it's looking like it's a brand new piston. So you'll actually hear me mention his name a lot, but I gotta thank my friend Damone for letting me borrow his endoscope here. This thing is pretty sweet. Not only do you get the traditional camera at the end, but this one also has a camera for 90-degree angle viewing. We'll actually be able to see what kind of damage is on the cylinder walls, if there is any. And my main concern is cylinder 5, because it looks brand new. I do want to see if that piston is actually cracked. And if it is cracked, we'll be seeing some kind of scoring on the cylinder walls. Endoscope is in. Let's change that up real quick. See the cylinder walls. Got some scoring. Not so bad. The process of getting this car back up and running again is actually going to be on pause until I get the new parts in order. I am entertaining the possibility of having all 6 pistons replaced for forged. For now though, what I am going to do is pull the bumper because of this damage here. The Carfax shows that it went into a ditch, so I'm assuming that is still the remnants of the off-roading that I did. I did have a new bumper ordered. Not necessarily new, but it is the same color. And my main objective is that I wanted to have the same colored bumper. I didn't want to have it repainted. I didn't want to have it paint matched due to the possibility of it not matching the rest of the car. We'll replace the bumper. I'm actually going to come over to the back of the car as well. And we're going to be, there's no button for that. I don't know what the purpose of getting rid of the rear bumper button to release the trunk, but that seems to be the only solution other than hitting the button on the inside. But like I was saying is, I would like to clean this up. Really do not want to see any more exposed wires. That is god awful. The lighting, ripping that out. Do not want the lighting in here. So all this is gonna look nice, clean, and tidy again. It ended up raining today. Cold front moved in. It's a little chilly. Good news, bumper's in. And the only thing I'm really upset about is the shipper messed up the bumper a little bit, so I'm gonna have to deal with this scuff here. There's another scuff here, but for the most part it's actually not bad. Looks pretty good. And for $450 I can't really complain, because given the fact that a brand new bumper and to get it painted and hopefully get it paint matched would cost me a lot more than just that. First things first, I gotta get this cover out. Might have to go out through the cab. Only can't really fold the front seats, but this gave us enough room to pull it out like this though. Let's get rid of this. He really screwed it in there. Oh my god. This just went from being the cheapest Supra to the most clapped out Supra on the market. So I got the terminal cover on. These terminals were actually not fully seated on both of them, so I went ahead and loosened them up, pushed them down, got them tied up, and I got these wires out. So none of these wires are hooked up to the terminals anymore, but I traced them back and they're going inside of the fuse box over here. What is this? Oh, this must be like some kind of filler. A nice little compressor here. So the more I dig into this, the more my statement of buying the most clapped out Supra stands. I just pulled out the self-tapping screw that they used to create their own ground. This is a long screw. I think that's like what, 1.25 inches? Regardless, man, like this, if they were gonna use one, they shouldn't have used one that long. Here we go again. What's up, Clover? You know, it'd really suck if they tied into the subs here, because people have done that. You can tie in power to your subs and it'll flash with the music. You know, some kid had to have had this car. He wanted his dream car or something, or just some guy that never grew up. Because look at this, none of these panels are put back into place right. Well, it's a good thing she's not tearing up my stuff. Traced out these wires, ran all the way down into the footwell, and these are for the gauges that they, you know, took from me, but ended up cutting the power and ground wires off of this, and I zip tied it together. I'm gonna keep this here because maybe one day I am going to utilize these gauge pods again. So one of them is for boost, and I'm assuming with this other one, that's got to be for a wideband, presumably. I don't know. Look at all of this trash. This is almost as bad as people who don't know how to wire in speakers properly. With all the wiring pulled out, everything looks a lot cleaner. It's time to reassemble the trunk. Time for the top cover. Simple. Just knowing that all that wiring isn't there gives a lot of peace of mind. It's a new day today. It's pretty windy outside. It's also chilly. Nice and sunny though. But bumper's up next on the to-do list. Boom, bumper out. Now, if you don't know what a Mark V Supra looks like without a bumper, now you do. Everything about this still looks fine. The bottom portion of this is not bent in, the foam is not bent in or disfigured. Everything looks okay. Nothing seems broke. See, the headlights are still tight. I've got the parking sensors plugged back in. Now it's time to slide the bumper back on. Check it out, guys. We got the new bumper on. Here's the old one, completely destroyed. This one, not so much. Looking a lot better. I was gonna put the splash guard back in, but car's a little low and I don't feel like taking the jack and lifting the car on a slope surface. This is gonna be the end of the video here today, guys. We're gonna have the head off in the next one. We're gonna pull the pistons and hopefully just one piston. I know I said that I was gonna have each one of them replaced with forge. The reason why is actually because of cost. A brand new piston with new rings is going to be less than $300 versus going fully forged and paying a whole $1,000 more. Plus it'd be cool to say I got a running and driving Supra for less than $30,000. Fixed for less than $30,000. Keep an eye out for the next one, guys. It is gonna be a while until I post, but I promise you it is gonna be worth it.